guys, so we are getting ready to do a gender prediction test, well, a bunch of tests. As you can see here, I actually collected wipe lids for like a while, and then I put them on a foam board, put labels on them. Inside each, like it's in the front, it says like the old wives' tale of like
what they say you're gonna have a boy or a girl based on the old wives' tale or whatever it is.
And inside is either blue or pink, or we are actually in the middle of doing the test right now, so there's nothing in there yet. It's actually 40 old wives' tales that
we're gonna figure out if we're having a boy or girl.
Yeah.
40 tests, come on. And right now we're actually boiling red cabbage, which smells absolutely disgusting for one of these tests.
First is the Chinese calendar. It goes by the age of conception, which I was 37 when I conceived, and the month you conceived. This gets really iffy because I don't know whether it was March or April. Like it was either the end of March or the beginning of April, and that can kind of tweak the answers. I'm thinking the beginning of April, and so therefore it says a boy, but I'm very confused by this because if I actually put in March instead, it would say girl. The next is the Mayan chart, and that goes by also the age of conception, which I was 37, and the year in which you conceived, which is 2016, obviously. And so if there's odds and evens, if they're both odds or they're both evens, then you're having a girl. Or if they're opposite, you're having a boy. So because they're opposite, one's an even number, one's an odd number, it says I'm having a boy.
Who knew?
The purple cabbage we'll have to come back to because we're doing that now.
Because it stinks like crap.
And the Drano test we have to do. So we're using Drano Crystal right now, and it's highly toxic, but it's 1 to 2 tablespoons of this stuff in a glass container. Then you have to add your urine. If it turns brown, black, it means a boy. If it is green or blue, it means it's a girl. I know it's kind of disgusting looking at my urine.
How much more is that?
Okay, so what would you say that is, Randy?
That's definitely a green-blue. Although it's getting darker, but it's definitely not going to turn black-brown. It's definitely a green-blue.
Yes, I think so too. It doesn't look like a black-brown color.
So, since it came up green-blue, means it's a girl.
So yeah, according to the Drano test, we're having a girl.
Next is the baking soda test.
So Randy's putting in 1 to 2 tablespoons of baking soda in a glass jar, and then equal parts urine. Now if it fizzes, it's a boy. If it's nothing, it's a girl.
It's definitely not doing anything. There's no fizzing.
I don't know, guys. Do you see fizzing? I don't think I see fizzing. So we just performed the baking soda test, and according to the baking soda test, we are having a girl.
No fizzing means a girl.
No fizzing. So next is the wedding ring test, and there I have to take my wedding ring off.
Just yours?
Just mine. And attach a string or a piece of hair to it and dangle it over my belly and see, and then you have to let it stay still first. And then if it swings back and forth, it's a boy. If it swings in circles, it means it's a girl.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I know, but you know, these old wives' tales can be fun.
Well, they're old, all right.
They say, a lot of them say for the mom to hold it, but I don't know if it's okay for Randy to hold it.
So what is it? Back and forth is what now?
Boy.
I don't know, is that a back and forth or is that a circle? It's kind of both, actually. I guess I'd have to say it's a little more back and forth than it is a circle. If I was to have a final say of the test, that's what it looks like to me. All right, the result of the wedding ring test. Back and forth.
Yeah.
Boy.
All right, so now we're on to wife's initial gut. That would be me. Like what my feeling was right off the bat.
Feelings, okay,
yes.
I got it.
Right off the bat, like as soon as I became pregnant, and I would say my feeling was boy.
And I said
a boy. So we both had feelings of a boy. And symptom based, like this is where like if you've had prior kids and you've had both boys and girls and you had symptoms for both, like what you think after you've had some symptoms. And even though my feeling was a boy, based on symptoms, I don't know, like because I've been getting symptoms that have been very like the girls that I've had. But based on symptoms from prior pregnancies, it would mean I'm having a girl. Then next is the heart rate, and the heart rate means that if it's above 140, then it's saying you're having a girl. If it's below 140, then it's saying you're having a boy. And consistently, every single time I've gone to the midwife and gotten the heart rate of the baby checked, it's been 145. So it's saying we're having a girl for the heart rate. Next is side sleep. If you prefer your left side, then it means you're having a boy. If you prefer your right side, then you're having a girl. A lot of other pregnancies, I prefer my left side, but this time I'm preferring my right side. So it is saying I'm having a girl. And then the next one is dad's weight.
What the?
I know he loves hearing this. It means if he has gained weight, he is having a girl.
Gained weight since when?
If he stayed the same or lost weight, then it means he's having a boy. And he probably answered this differently than me, but I think he's gained weight, so therefore I answer a girl.
It was actually wrong. I have lost weight since then.
I don't know.
It's only a couple months. Well, your feeling and what it says on the scale are different things. So this should be blue.
Should we put one of each in?
Sure.
Stamina. The next is stamina, and that means, I know it sounds kind of TMI, but if you're in the mood, then it means that you're having a boy because you have more testosterone in your blood. If you're not in the mood, it means you have more estrogen in your blood, and yeah. So I haven't been as much in the mood. I gotta be honest with you. So it's saying I'm having a girl. Headaches.
You're so busy calculating my weight.
Oh, there you go. And then headaches. If you get headaches, it means you're having a boy. If you're not, it means you're having a girl. I haven't gotten any headaches this pregnancy, so it's saying I have a girl. Morning sickness. If you have morning sickness, it's saying you're having a girl. And if you're not, then or if you're having little or next to no morning sickness, then you're having a boy. And I would say that it's been sporadic, my morning sickness, but I would say it's been more towards a girl because I've had nausea throughout to the day that just kind of continues. Carrying high or low. If you're carrying high, it means you're having a girl, and if you're carrying low, it means you're having a boy. And I've been told by people that they think I'm carrying low, so therefore it's a boy. And the other one is if you're carrying out front, it's a boy. If you're carrying all around, it's a girl. And being that I only gained like 5 pounds in this pregnancy so far, I've been told that I'm just carrying out front, so that would mean I'm having a boy. If you're glowing, it means...
glowing?
I don't know, I think I am because I'm not getting acne or anything, or if you have your beauty stolen from you, it's supposed to mean you're having a girl. And if you're
just jerks
glowing, it means you're having a boy. So therefore it would mean I'm having a boy. If you're moody, ready, can you answer this?
Yep.
I can answer it too, but if you're moody, you're having a girl. If you're not moody,
that makes sense.
You're having a boy.
Makes a lot of sense now. That's probably right.
Cravings. If you're craving sweets, it's supposed to mean you're having a girl. If you're craving like sour, salty stuff, it means you're having a boy. I have been craving some salty stuff, but more so sweet stuff, and definitely not sour stuff. So I answered girl. Now the next one is if your skin is dry, then it's supposed to mean you're having a boy. And if it's soft and smooth, you're having a girl. And I think I've been dry because I've been getting some dandruff. The answer is boy.
Man, these things are so off, it's not even funny.
We'll see.
How would you have half and half?
Okay, if your feet are colder, then it's supposed to mean you're having a boy. I don't know why.
She's freezing cold, especially her feet.
But lately, haven't I complained at night how hot I am?
Yes, but it's also been 94 degrees outside.
Therefore, I'm having a girl with that test. Balance is supposed to mean if you're graceful, you're having a girl, and if you're clumsy, you're having a boy. Being that I fell down steps like a few days ago, I would say I'm clumsy, so therefore I'm having a boy. Hair on legs. I know this sounds like another strange one, but they're all pretty strange. But hair on leg, like if it grows faster, it means you're having a boy, and if it doesn't, then it means...
Oh, for you. Okay.
Yeah. And I would say it's not. Like I don't notice that it's growing exceptionally fast. Stress factor. This is an interesting one to me. But actually it says if you're under a great deal of stress when you get pregnant, you're going to have a girl. And if you're not under a great deal of stress when you get pregnant, you're having a boy. And I have been under a great deal of stress, not gonna lie. It's been pretty stressful around here. So according to the stress factor, I would say it is girl. Ta-da! Okay, so toddler interest. It actually said online as one of the old wives' tales that if your little toddler shows more interest, it means you're having a girl. And if the toddler shows like really no interest in your pregnancy, then you're having a boy. Well, I would say Kellyanna has been really into babies, and she really
kisses your belly.
She kisses my belly. So that would be girl. Specific names. If you have a name in mind for a certain gender, but can't pick a name for another gender, then it means you're having that gender. So we had a boy's name picked. We didn't have a girl's name picked. So because for that test, it would mean we're having a boy. This one is urine. If your urine is dull, it means you're having a girl. I don't know why this is. And if urine is bright, it's supposed to mean you're having a boy. What do you say?
I'd say you're slightly on the dehydrated side.
You think it's bright? I thought it was dull.
Boy, it is.
Key test. If I pick it up, I can't look while I'm picking it up. But if I pick it up by the narrow side, I'm having a girl. If I pick it up by the wide side, I'm having a boy. So let's see. Where is it?
To the left.
Wow, I thought I'd pick it up by the wide side.
That was the dumbest test I've ever seen.
I've seen it online. According to the key test, I'm having a girl. Girl. Show your palms. So when somebody asks you to show your palms, if you have it face up, then it means you're having a girl. Face down, you're having a boy. So I would normally, when somebody tells me to show my hands, I would normally go like this. I just know.
Well, who goes like this? The palm of your hands is on top.
I don't know, when somebody has to see your hands, I guess some people go like this.
Girl, it is.
Another really odd one, heel of bread. If you don't want to eat the heel of bread, if you totally refuse it and don't want it, it means you're having a girl. If you will eat it and don't care that it's the end of the crusty end of the bread, then that means you're having a boy.
Don't like it.
I wouldn't eat it, because I already knew. Oops. Girl. Nose. Now, like it says that if your nose widens during pregnancy, that you're having a boy, and if it stays the same, you're having a girl. What do you think?
I have no idea. See, I see you every day, so I can't.
Does my nose look wider to you guys? I mean, I don't think it does. So I'm gonna say girl, but unless you guys in the comments say that you think it has gone wider, then I'll change it.
Don't say that. That's really stupid. Because you'll never be able to tell.
The next is linea. How do you say that? Linea nigra. Okay, that's the hair.
I have no idea.
Okay, that's the hair along your belly button that you get. It's supposed to be like the line. If it stays below the belly button, it's supposed to mean you're having a girl. If it goes above and it's like a full line, it means you're having a boy. It might have something to do with testosterone again. I don't have any line, really.
No, nothing.
Previous baby hairline. This sounds really odd, but it's another old wives' tale I saw on there online. Previous baby was Kellyanna. It means if her hair, they said if her hairline is straight, it means you're having a girl. If the hairline, when you look at her hairline, if it's V-shaped, it means your next baby is going to be a boy.
So what's hers?
It was straight. I looked at it. And then the next one, it also goes by your previous baby. If your previous baby's hair swirls to the right, it means you're having a, hold on. If your previous baby hair swirls to the right, it was girl, and left, boy. I looked at her swirl, and it meant I was having a girl. I know this sounds like TMI, but another one is your areola, which is your nipple. And
4-3, you don't have to laugh like that.
if it gets darker, it means you're having a boy, and if it stays the same, it means you're having a girl. Mine has not gotten darker. So girl for that.
Another girl.
Albanian chart. I know this sounds really weird. I have never heard of this chart before until I was like researching and looking online. And the Albanian chart is, it goes by the age of conception, which I was 37, and the month. And then you look at the month you conceived, and if it's plus, if there's a plus sign, it means you're having a girl, and if there's a minus sign, it means you're having a boy. Both March and April said girl. Blood test. You guys are gonna have to wait and see until tomorrow because the blood test, it's a high risk blood test that they take the blood from you and they pull that out and they take the DNA of the baby, and if there's two X chromosomes, it means you're having a girl. And this is not really an old wives' tale. This is not at all. I'm just letting you guys know.
Standard old boring medical science.
If they detected Y chromosomes in it, it means you're having a boy, and it is 99.3% accurate. In fact, I haven't gotten the ultrasound yet, but I am going to have the gender party tomorrow based on this blood test because they say it's more accurate than your ultrasound.
It's true.
Stay tuned. I'll let you know.
For that one.
I'll let you know on that. And if you stay tuned in the future, after I get my ultrasound, I'll let you know if the ultrasound answers the same as the blood test.
You're nothing in here.
Hopefully. Question mark. The ultrasound is a question mark because I have to go in 4 weeks for that. And I'll let you know about that. And the Ramsey theory, which is an old wives' tale, it actually goes by your placenta, where it's located. And I have no idea where my placenta is located. If your placenta is located on the right side, if the placenta is on your left side of your uterus, it means you're having a girl. And if the placenta is on the right side of your uterus, it means you're having a boy. And it actually says online that it's 97% accurate.
Come on.
Last but not least, the last and final test is the purple cabbage. We had to wait for the water to cool down because it was scalding hot and you had to like let it marinate for a while. So.
And it stinks. Did I mention that?
Here it goes. All right, so here he got the
red cabbage juice
that we had been marinating and cooling down. And you're supposed to add equal parts urine to it. And if it stays purple, like a dark purple, it means you're having a girl. And if it turns like a reddish pink, then it means you're having a boy. I don't know, guys, what do you say that is? Would you say it's reddish pink or dark purple?
Both. What's the difference between reddish pink and dark purple?
Well, if it has like a pink hue, and it looks like it has a pink hue.
I don't know. In real life, it's slightly different than what it shows on camera, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked more obvious when other people did it.
I guess you could say it's like a pinkish.
Yeah, I guess I would say boy for this.
So for the final test, the red cabbage test, it came up. We decided boy.
So we're gonna put boy in there, and so how many boys and how many girls do we have? So we're gonna calculate right now how many boys and how many girls we have.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
So 23 came up girl. So 23 to 13, that's much more significant than I thought it would be, with 1 still being undecided and 3 also having question marks, being undecided. But 23 out of 13 that were decided came up girl over boy.
Yeah, so according to all these old wives' tales put together, it would mean we were having a girl. So stay tuned, because tomorrow we're going to have the gender party, where we actually announce what we're having, and you can see if the old wives' tales were correct or if they were totally off.
Yep, so we're having a bunch of family over tomorrow. We got all the decorations up, and Julie's gonna be filming them, and I'm sure we'll put together a nice little montage and everything. So we're really excited. We can't wait to tell everybody.
Be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and give a thumbs up if you like this video, and comment it like with old wives' tales that you tried that actually were totally inaccurate or accurate.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below.
So until next time, guys.
It's been real.
It's been real. Yeah, that's right.